So this is lecture 8 of Math 313, even though it may not look like that. We're going to do the Rubik's Cube today. It's a non-commutative group. All the groups we've been looking at so far have been commutative groups. This will hopefully prepare us for some of the stuff we might see later in the semester when things get very different. All right, so most cubes are red. And if you have red over here, you'll have blue on top, yellow on one side, white on the other, green on the bottom, orange behind. If you have a special Williams cube, you have purple instead of orange. So let's think about how many possible moves are there for the cube. So can somebody give me one possible move on the cube? All right, so one is I could spin this, towards me. Okay, so I can spin it towards me. That's one move. Is spinning it away from me a different move? It's different, but it's not really, because I could just spin it towards me 3 times, and that's the same thing. So in the 2x2 cube, spinning this towards me is the same as 3 spins against me. So what about the other side? Is spinning this towards me a different move? Is spinning this towards me a new move? No, because spinning this towards me is the same as spinning the other one away from me. So that's one move. I can move the top. And again, there's one move on the top. Is there any bottom moves I need to think about? No. So there's really not that many moves to think about for the 2x2 cube. Most people, when they do things online, they learn how to solve with white on the top. We will do red so that people will know you learned it from me. Okay? So I like to do the color red. So if you have a cube like this, one of the things to be very careful about is when is something solved versus when does it look solved. So for instance, right now, I'm going to just move things around a little bit. And so I have all 4 reds on the top. So am I doing a good job? Why am I not doing a good job?
Because on the side of the reds you have blue and yellow.
Yeah, on the sides over here I have green and yellow here, blue and green here, blue and yellow over here. Even though these look like they're correct on the top, they're not correct. It turns out there's a way to fix that. Okay? And so the first thing to do is to say, I just want the 4 reds on the top. I don't care how they're oriented. So there's 2 ways to do that. One way is the really nice way where you have all 4 reds face up. The other possibility is I could have something like this. So if you look at this, it looks like I only have 3 reds on the top because it's red, 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 white. But if you look at this white square does have a red on it. So if you look at the 4 pieces on the top, the reds are all in these 4 pieces. They're not all face up, but they're all on the top. On the bottom, I have my 4 orange pieces, or if you have a purple cube, the 4 purples. If you have a purple cube and would rather have an orange cube, so you're using the same words as me, let me know right now. Okay, so we've got 4 oranges, 4 reds. So what your first goal is to mix up the cube and try to just get 4 reds on the top. It doesn't matter how they are. Now, if you want, you can try to do it in a nice way so that you can get the pieces aligned. And then, I don't know if people can see, if it might make more sense for people to get a little closer. I want to show you a move that I've called Goodbye Friend, Hello Friend. So right now, I've got 3 reds on the top. And if people want to come closer so they can see better, that's not necessarily a bad idea. And then I've got 1 red over here on the bottom. And I would love to walk this red up. But if I walk this red up, notice that I kill this red over here. So the solution is I want to get these reds out of the line of fire. So if I were to walk this red up, I'm going to disturb this piece over here. So the idea is goodbye friend is I just move these 2 out of the way. Now I can walk this up, and then hello friend, I walk it back. And so that's a really good move that allows you to get a piece back up. So right now, just try to see, can you get all 4 reds in the top? So if you can do that, do it again, and then try to do it so you get them in the right order. So try to put the reds in the right way. If you can, that will save you enormous time later. And so right now, they don't have to be all face up. They just need to be in the top 4. So do you have all of them in the top 4? Yeah. Excellent. So do it one more time. The rule we have in our household is if you can do it 3 times, you're considered a master. If you can do it twice in this class, since we have limited time, I will assume, since you're all college students, that you're fine. So is everybody able to get 4 reds on top? Excellent. Now, If you can do things a little bit more cleverly, you can make your life easier by putting the reds in the correct spot. So here I have two reds, and they're red-blue. So I would want a red-white next to this. So if I notice over here, I have a red-white up here. I want this one down here. So what I can do is I can push this down, twist it in the bottom, and pull it back up. Now this red-white is in the bottom, and it's set up so that I can walk it up. And so I would love to walk it up right over here. If I walk it up here, it'll be next to this piece, but this will be disturbed. So I would do the goodbye friend, walk it up, hello friend. Then I take the piece down below, and I would just try to walk it around. I now want to walk this up here. I would do goodbye friend, hello friend. So the only thing that could cause you some trouble is a configuration like this, where I have, say, a couple of reds on the top face up, and I've got one red face down on the bottom. If the red is face down on the bottom, it's painful, because I can't just walk it up. It's going to be in the wrong position. So what you do is you have to do like a delaying move. So here is a piece that doesn't belong. I'll move the piece that I don't care about underneath this. Then if I just twist this, now I've got the red so it's no longer face down. I then move it out of the line of fire, and I move this back. And now I've got the red on the bottom, but no longer face down. And now I can just walk it up. So again, if you can do little things like this, it'll save time, and you can hopefully then get the 4 reds correct. Okay. Everybody comfortable with that? So how many people, out of curiosity, are you able to get the 4 reds in the right spot? So I see you've got 2 reds correct and 2 reds wrong. So you've got to switch the two. So you've got to move one to the bottom, spin, and move it back up. Whoa, 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 you're moving the ones that are correct, right? Take the, right. Well, here, come a little closer. So if you look at, and that's why I buy lots of cubes. With the second graders, we had a lot of broken cubes. I brought a screwdriver. It was much easier. So here we've got 4 reds together. We have 2 red yellows, which is great, but these 2 are wrong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop this one down, move it out of the line of fire, and then move it back. Now I've got this red on the bottom, and I can say, where do I want to position it? I want to put it up here. So I'll move these out of the line of fire, move this up, move this back, and now these 3 are right. Now I just spin this around to where I want to go, move these out of the line of fire, move it up and back. So you are not going to learn how to solve Rubik's Cubes fast today. I pride myself on very painful, very slow ways, but the idea is, can you solve it? Then once you solve it, then we learn solving it quickly. All right, thank God, because we are about to do up, down, left, up, left, down, right. And so you came at just the right time. Okay? So we're going to have to put you on the table today. You leave your stuff right there. Okay. So we're going to do a series of moves now. Kayla is fortunately going to be a prop. All right? Ready? Up, left, down, right. What can you say about where Kayla is versus where she started? Same spot. Should we do it one more time? Oh, God. We're not going to do this for many more years. Up, left, down, right. She stays where she started. Okay? Now, what if we did up, down, left, right? She stays where she started. So on the Rubik's Cube now, I'm going to teach you the sequence of moves called up, left, down, right. And Kayla can come around and help and make sure people are solving it well. Great, perfect. So see how I have all the reds together? So I've got 4 reds on top, and the 4 reds are face up. Is everybody able to get the reds face up on the top? Not necessarily in the correct order, but face up. Okay, if not, you can use it. So now I have the orange bottom, okay? And so for the orange bottom, we want all the oranges face down or all the purples face down. So the way we're going to do this is a sequence of moves called up, left, down, right. It'll get all the oranges facing the right way. Now, what's up, what's left, what's down, what's right? So if I'm holding it like this, always hold the cube with your right thumb on the front and your next finger right behind it. It's extremely important that you don't accidentally turn the cube. The most common mistake is accidentally turning the cube. This is going to be my up move. What do you think the down move is going to be? Yes, Kayla? The opposite, going down. So this is up, this is down. Left is going to go like this, right is going to go like this. So I'm going to go up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right. And I'm going to keep doing this until the square is orange. How many times do you think I'm going to have to do up, left, down, right to get this to be orange, given that it's starting at orange? 0. Okay? Not that hard. So what you do is you then spin the bottom a quarter, and then you put your fingers and thumb back. And you check, is this orange? No. So I'm going to do up, left, down, right. Is this orange? No. In fact, I can tell it's not orange because I have an orange up here. Up, left, down, right. Is this orange? No. Up, left, down, right. Is this orange? No. Up, left, down, right. Is this orange? Yes. I've now made progress. What about the top? Remember how I had those 4 beautiful reds? Oh, I know. Don't cry, Kayla. So we screw up the top. It's okay. When we finish the whole chain of moves, not only will the bottom be fixed, but the top will be restored. So now, since this is orange, I turn the bottom a quarter. Not orange on the bottom, so I go up, left, down, right. Up, left, down, right. This is orange on the bottom. Nope. Up, left, down, right. I see the oranges here. I got to go again. Up, left, down, right. Is that orange on the bottom? Yes. So I now spin. Is this orange on the bottom? Nope. So I go up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right. And now look, all orange on the bottom, and the top has been restored. If this was commutative, if I did up, left, down, right, what should up, left, down, right be the same if it's commutative? It should be the same as what? How could I reorder up, left, down, right if it's commutative? Up, down, left, right. And so up and down would cancel, up, down, left, right, and nothing would change. So because the Rubik's Cube is non-commutative, we can actually exploit it to help mix things up and help restore things. So you want to use the up, left, down, right. Now, if you were to do the Rubik's Cube, let's say you didn't get all the reds so that they were all face up, but you had all reds on the top. What you could do is you could hold the Rubik's Cube upside down and then just do up, left, down, right with the reds. Up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right. Up, left, down, right. So if you can't get all the reds facing down, you could at least do up, left, down, right to get the reds now all together. And then similarly, we could do up, left, down, right for the oranges. So try to make sure you can do up, left, down, right and get all the reds up top and all the oranges face down. And then we'll have a race. You're supposed to, like make me look good in front of my students. Okay. Okay, good. So you've got excellent. So why don't we go? So we can go around now. I wish there was a pause button on the recording. So let's go around and just see if everybody's able to do it. So she has a purple cube. Just remember, so she's not going to have orange. So how are things going? Are you able to get all reds on top?
Is that okay if I have it on?
Yep, so now what you could do is so you have 2 ways to do this. So you want to come up here so I can show you? So there's 2 ways you could do this. So you've got 3 reds on top, and you've got 1 red that's on top but not face up.
Yeah.
So one thing you could do is you could hold it upside down and do the up, left, down, right. Or the other thing you could do, which is a little faster, is say, I'm going to drop this one down.
Yeah.
And then I can spin it up like that.
Oh.
So that's faster than doing the up, left, down, right.
Yeah, but you could also do that.
You could do up, left, down, right as well. So now what you want to do is you want to get all the oranges.
Yeah, okay.
All right. And so Kayla's going to walk around, and I'll walk around and make sure everyone can do all the oranges.
Do you want to be holding with this one sort of in that position?
So did you get all the reds first?
I had all the reds, and I wanted to see what happened.
Okay.
Because actually, when you had solved it, all the oranges were also on the
Okay, okay.
So I've just been doing this for probably like
Right.
5 minutes now, but I haven't seen it move significantly. So I was just wondering if, oh, there we go.
So now you've got all the oranges. So now do up, left, down, right on the reds. And that will get all the reds correct. Sometimes it's very helpful to keep saying up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right. When you don't say that. All right, are you guys good?
Yeah.
Excellent. Let me see. Good. Have you done it twice?
As in.
So do it twice, and then you've done it more than twice. Do you know how to solve the cube? Okay. Can you do the 3 by 3?
I can, I'm just very slow.
Can you do the 4 by 4? Okay. The 4 by 4 is so much harder than the 5 by 5.
Really?
Yes. So this is quite surprising. So you would think the 5 by 5 is harder than the 4 by 4. I'm trying to think if I actually... Okay, I actually have a 5 by 5 here. My kids like to play with the cubes, so they've played with the 5 by 5. They made it very patriotic. The thing with the 5 by 5 is, no matter what I do, I can't change the orientation of the centers. The centers are always fixed, whereas a 4 by 4, there's no fixed center. And so the 4 by 4 can have extremely painful parity issues. I would actually rather solve a 5 by 5 than a 4 by 4. It also looks more impressive to solve a 5 by 5. But the 4 by 4 is harder. All right. Are you good?
I think so.
Okay, excellent. How are things going here? Were you able to do the up? Okay, so you've got the 4 reds on top, right? So what we want to do is we want to hold this now tight down here. Is this purple? So we go up, left, down, right. Is this purple? Up, left, down, right. Is this purple? So now we turn it a quarter. Is this purple? Up, left, down, right. Is this purple? Up, left, down, right. Now we turn the bottom a quarter and then we hold this again high. Up, left, down, right. Up, left, down, right. Now you've got all purples and all reds. Okay? So let me just mix it up for you a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we've got the reds are all correct now. So now you want to do the purples. So, right, good. So you rotate it. So now you want to hold it here tight, and now do up, left, down, right. Up, left. No. Never move this hand. Always keep this hand here. You turn this left, down, and then right. And you turn this right. Always keep this hand fixed. Is this purple? So do it again. Keep this hand fixed. Go up, left, down, right. Is it purple? So do it again. Up, left. Okay, good. Down, right. Okay, good. Up. Good. Okay. So now you have to spin the bottom. Keep the top as is, but spin the bottom. So when you spin the bottom, you've got to keep the top. Good. Now do up, left, down, right. Okay, Kayla, watch and make sure she does up, left, down, right correctly. Good. Excellent. All right, so is everybody able to get the reds and get the purples or the oranges? Okay. Now, when you're doing the reds, it's nice if you can get the reds fixed, but if like this. Okay, so all the reds are not only correct, all the reds are not only correct in terms of being face up, but they're all next to each other. If you have a red that's not face up, you can do up, left, down, right, and get it face up. Okay? If you are a little bit more careful, if you put the reds in the right spot on the top, you'll save yourself time. When I was first trying to teach someone who will remain named Kayla how to do the Rubik's Cube when she was very young, she just could not do the first step of getting all the reds in the correct position. And I got a little frustrated. I know she was, she was like an old 5 at the time. And so eventually oh, you were 4? Oh, so you were almost 5. So what we actually did is we said, well, you know what? Let's skip step 1. Let's learn the up, left, down, right step. And so she learned that step first. And then you can actually use that step to help fix here. So now notice we're very close. We've got all the reds together here. I've put them in the right order. The bottom is face down correctly, but they're in the wrong position. So we need to learn one move. What's the move called?
We never gave it a name.
Oh, no, we use the letters. Ready? So it's up, left, down.
Up, right, down. Up, left, down.
Followed by?
Up, right, down. Up, left, down. Up, right, down. It's the up.
With spins. You got to have some spins, of course. Okay? So now let's figure.
Down, spin.
Right.
Up, right, down, spin.
Right.
Up, left, down.
So there's a spin there, a spin there, a spin there, a spin there. So if you notice, there's groups of 3 moves.
And it's a pattern.
It's a pattern. Now,
Right, left, right. Left, right.
if things could cancel, what you would essentially be, now there are spins which makes things a little bit more interesting. We'll have you show it in just a second. I just want to explain this, okay? What's going on here is because of the spins, the up doesn't quite cancel the down, and the right doesn't cancel the left. If there weren't spins, that would be the case, okay? The thing to remember is it's always up something down, up something down, up something down. There's 2 sets of 3, and then it goes, the first one is left, right, left, and the other is right, left, right. Essentially, frequently in the cube, what we do is we do something and then we undo it. But because of what's going on in the non-commutativity, it doesn't quite completely undo it. It gives us some non-trivial advantage. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, I'm going to let Kayla show the move first, but I have to do a little bit more math theory, and then you'll do the move. Okay? So, because this is a math class, we have to do some math. Okay? And we're actually going to use some real good mathematics here. How many possible pieces could be correct on the bottom? So it means correct and in the correct orientation. I know you know. You have to give the college students a chance. How many pieces could be correct? Yes. So I could have 4 pieces. Could I have 7 pieces correct on the bottom?
No.
Why not?
Because you only have 4.
I only have 4. Okay, so we agree we can have at most 4, right?
Yeah.
So number correct on bottom
At least 4.
could be 4. And in fact, if it's 4, the cube is solved correctly. What else could it be? I know you know. You have to give the college students a chance. What else could it be? How do you know it could be 1?
Because
I have it, Daddy.
Let me see.
I have 1 and
Okay.
3 not.
And so which one of yours is correct? That's not correct. But if we go like this, we have 2 correct. Okay? So remember how we've been doing a lot of computer work in this class? Here's experimental proof right now. Kayla has a Rubik's Cube with 2 correct on the bottom and 2 wrong. That proves 2 is possible. Assuming that she hasn't cheated and opened up the cube. I mean, I know how to do that, so I know. Does anybody have a cube with just 1 right on the bottom? Okay, so we rotate Kayla's, how many would she have that are correct? So we can rotate this and have 0 that are correct.
Well, we could have 1.
So do you have one that's, does any, okay, wait. All right, Kayla has a cube now that has just 1 that's correct from rotating. We know it can't be -1 correct. We know it can't be 5 correct. What about 3? Could we have 3 correct? Could we have, okay, why can't we have 3 correct?
the last one's also correct.
Right, so we know we can't have 3 correct, because if we had 3 correct, then the 4th would have to be correct as well.
Because then you can't do this.
Right, so we know that there won't be the case of just 3. That's where we're using some mathematics. So what I'm going to do now is, the way I want you to think of this is we have a cube, okay, and imagine we have a sequence of moves. And the moves, if done one way, I'm going to give it a +1, and if I do it the other way, I'm going to do a -1. Remember when we did the up, left, down, right, how that screwed up the top? But we did it the right number of times to restore the top. What I want to do now, and this is the advantage of teaching this in a math class and not with 2nd graders, is I can use math concepts. I'm going to do a series of moves that's going to change the value of the top by incrementing it by 1. That's going to destroy what it is. So if I increment it by 1, what do I have to do later? I have to decrease it by 1. So if you have a cube where exactly 2 are correct on the bottom, which Kayla has right now, I have a move that allows me to flip these 2 pieces. But when I flip these 2 pieces, it's going to change the value of the top by 1. You'll do the whole move in just a second, okay? We're almost there. So if I flip these 2 pieces, I change the value of the top. I fix these 2 pieces, but now the top is screwed up. So I have to do at least 2 fixing moves. If I have exactly 2 that are correct on the bottom, is this good or bad? Good or bad? Right, they're not speaking, so now you can speak. If I have exactly 2 that are right on the bottom, is this good or bad? So when I'm using my moves here, do I want to have exactly 2 correct on the bottom? I have a move that allows me to switch 2 corners.
But it's sort of bad. It can be bad.
It's bad, because if I switch just 2 corners, I'll increase the top by 1. I've got to do that move twice, once with a positive spin and once with a negative spin. What could I do so I no longer have 2 corners that are correct on the bottom? Give the college students a chance. What could I do? Any thoughts? Give them a chance. Yes?
You make it so there's only one of the cubes?
Yeah, or 0, or I spin the bottom once. So if I spin the bottom once, it's not so bad. If I look at this now, this one is white, white, blue, blue. This one is now correct. This one is wrong, this one is wrong, this one is wrong. So I've now set it up so that I only have one thing that's correct. So if I look at this, I want to move the white one here. The white one is all the way in the back corner, so I want to switch the back corner with this. These 2 will be correct, and then I'll switch the other 2. All right, Kayla, did you want to do the move? So Kayla will do it first, and then I'll do it. So you want to hold it. Okay, now show you your cube. All right, so Kayla's cube is now correct. So I'm going to do it a little bit slower than Kayla. Okay, so I always hold it with my thumb here and finger behind. Notice this is the same way we held it a moment ago. This is not a coincidence. I always want the bottom right to be the launch position. If you want to solve cubes quickly, this is not good. But if you always do it the same way, you're less likely to make a mistake. I'm going to launch from here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do up, left, down. And then I'm going to spin to move the cube that I wanted to replace it with, the piece I want to replace it with, to here. So I want to replace this piece with the one in the corner. So I'm going to go, are you able to see? You want to move over there? To that seat. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to replace this piece with the one in the corner. So I'm going to have to spin twice. So I'm going to go up, left, down. So I've moved the piece I want to get out of the way up to the top. Now I spin twice and move the piece that I want to go here. Now I'm going to go up, right, down. And now we play Sesame Street. So I have to spin. If you look on the bottom, one of these pieces is not like the others. One of these pieces just doesn't belong. Remember this from Sesame Street? So this tells me which one I want to spin. This one over here is not orange on the bottom, it's green. So I would spin that one twice to the launch position, and I go up, left, down. And now if you notice, I've got orange, orange, white, white. I fixed those 2. I've screwed up the top. We'll deal with that in a moment. These 2 are now correct. The 2 ones behind it are wrong. So what I do now is I spin the bottom, and I move the 2 ones that are correct off to the side, and now I just want to switch these 2. So I do almost the same move, but before when I went up left, I now go up right. And instead of changing the top with a +1, it's going to change the top with a -1. So I'm going to go up, right, down. I want to replace it with the one behind, so I spin that into position. Up, left, down. And now I play Sesame Street. Which one needs to go? This one needs to go. And then I go up, right, down. And so the cube is now almost solved. We leave it as an exercise to the reader to figure out the final move of...
It's so hard.
It's so hard. When you were little, when you were 3, you thought that was a tough move.
And I always had to do it for you.
Yes.
Because whenever
I
you
always
did
had trouble with that move at the end when she was 3.
I did it.
And she was so proud.
Daddy, how come I won't
Okay.
stop?
So try to do that sequence of moves now. So you want to hold your fingers, and Kayla and I will walk around. Okay. Okay, that's fine. And that way we will. Okay. So if you can do this, you would now have solved the cube. Okay. So do you have all the oranges correct?
I got confused.
Okay. So let's look at what you have right now. So let's move over here so this can be So we'll be recording. So if you look, so come closer. So if you look at this, you have 2 that are correct on the bottom, right? That's the one configuration that hurts you, right? Because if you have 2 that are correct, you would need to switch these 2. And we don't want to switch just 2. We want to switch at least 3. So you spin the bottom once. And now if you look at the bottom, this piece is wrong. This piece is wrong. This piece is wrong. This piece is correct. So this piece is, green, green, white, white. So what piece needs to come here? This green needs to come here. So I'm going to hold this, and I want to move this one to here. So I'm going to go up, left, down, and then I want to move this piece. So I now spin this over, and I go up, right, down, and then I do Sesame Street. Which one needs to be changed? This one needs to move over, and I go up, left, down. And now you'll see I have 2 greens and 2 purples. So these 2 are correct, and the 2 ones behind are wrong. So now I spin these out of the way, and now I need to switch these 2. So now I would go up, right, down. I want to switch it with the one behind, so I spin up, left, down, and then Sesame Street, up, right, down. And I just spin it over. So I will set up for you now. Okay.
So if I've gotten it to here,
Yes.
and I want to fix the reds.
Okay, so one way to fix the reds is the up, left, down, right move. So you would hold it like this. You can go up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right. Now that this is red, I spin the bottom a quarter. I don't change the top. I go, this is what everybody does. Everybody spins the top. That's the most common mistake. Then I go up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right. Now I've got this correct. I spin the bottom. This is still red. Spin the bottom. Up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right. And now I've got the reds.
Okay. And so, but now this is, now these 2 need to be switched, and that's like the typical